Hello, and welcome back to Call of Saregnar. We've just defeated some thugs, and also the gambler who stole from us. Apparently other people were after him. This could be bad. We might have gotten involved in something a little bigger than we expected, but we've got the money, so let's head back. Because I couldn't save it from the last time, I had to do all that again, and I did it faster, of course, because, well, I knew what I was doing. But one thing I was reminded of while going through the beginning again was that there's a quest at the temple here to go to the grave, so let me go there and see if I can complete it somehow, because Marith wanted to bring to rest one of the things. Oh, here's a well. Okay, so it's the same description here as it was in the other place. I wonder where all the oh, here we go. Alright, so let's take a look. Let's see if we can find it. This is a really old grave, Sam said. These are really old Yimai stones. Okay, it's just the same thing. Okay, nothing there. Oh, here we go. Here's some more. Okay, it was the same. Ah! Huan kneeled at the headstone inspecting the inscription carved next to the strange double moon symbol. George of Ramar. This must be the grave, Huan. This must be the grave, Huan said, placing the flowers at the stone. He then chanted a short prayer to Alden Hale, so George may be at peace up in the snowy halls of the herder god, but also find his way back to his wife of Smirtivus, the festival of the ancestors, when the time comes. I'm proud of you, Hugh, always going that extra mile to help others, Sam said, looking Huan in the eyes. Huan wasn't sure if he was mocking him or not, but he decided he wasn't. Thank you, Sam. Are you sure you're feeling all right? Uh-huh. Let's go, shall we? All right. Well, there we go. All right, let's see if we can make it back to town. People certainly have a lot of homesteads in the wilderness. But actually, that's pretty normal in the Near East, for example, when you look at real history. People certainly lived away from cities from time to time, but it was really only best done in relatively safe locations where banditry wasn't all that common. So the Byzantine Empire, for example, or some other locations. That's what this reminds me of, because there's like these homesteads every once in a while. So that's cool. Alright. We've made it back. And look, the torch lit right as we arrived. That must be a good sign. Alright, so let's take a look. We have, I think it's the same ones, but it looks like we can interact with them now. So let's talk to the soldier. The soldier was drunk. You wouldn't happen to have a few coins on you, would you? Asked the man, his gaze pointing somewhat toward Huan. Oh yeah. began Huan, and Sam interjected, "He doesn't, my good man. And do you know why? Because we got robbed, right under your drunken nose." "Oh," was all the soldier said, then returned to his ale. Doesn't look like we can talk to them. But, what is this? Bard. He struggled. Despite Sam's best efforts to translate the song that sounded so right in his head into the delicate instrument, he knew he did rather poorly. "You're lucky the patrons are in high spirits and demand I pay you." The innkeeper grimaced as he produced 2 Ashen and 3 Leshen and passed it to Sam. Alright, time to talk to Dina. "Unless you have the money you owe me, Sam, you better walk right out. It's 1 civilian, and not a Leshen less." "How about I give you the money I owe you, and on top of that, I tell you a little story of how we got it." You're serious? Truth to tell, I didn't expect you to ever see you again. Was it much trouble finding the gambler?" "Let's just say it got troublesome after we found him. He holed himself up in an old house down south, outside the village, but apparently we weren't the only ones looking for him. Anyways, care to buy us a round of ale, Dina? I'll be hard-pressed to finish the tale if I don't lubricate my tongue first." "All right, but this better be good." Huan sat in amazement through the whole recount. There were no lies to Sam's words, but the way he told the tale made it feel like a completely different, much more heroic deed than the slaughter it actually was. Sam made sure to speak loud enough for all to hear and appreciate what we had to tell. If there was anything dull to the account, he found a way to make it exciting, and when the story hit the high points, he elevated it to court-worthy poetry. When he was finally done, he drained his cup, slammed it on the table, making the patrons who followed the tale jump in their seats. Dina sat speechless, her lips parted in awe. "I find it hard to believe you two did what you did, but I'd be glad to listen to that tale again." "Some other time, dear. Me and Hugh have urgent business to attend to his cousins. I promise you, I'll have more adventures to share next time I pass through these lovely parts." "Thanks for the ale, Dina." "Think nothing of it, Hugh. And Sam, do come by again, all right?" "I promised, didn't I?" Okay, so it looks like we can get some food. We might use some food or something to drink. Of course, let me show you what I have. Oh, okay, so we have shops in the game. So let's take a look. I wonder what this is. Innumerable concoctions. Okay. That's my... Okay, sorry, I was confused. I was like, can I sell, like, armor? Oh yeah, because it's not the right shop. Okay. It's for the foot soldiers. Alright. Interesting. Dina, do you have any rooms for us? No, I'm sorry, I don't. A party of merchants stopped here, and they took them all. You may want to sleep here in the commons, then. I won't charge you anything for this one time. Alright. Goodbye. Safe travels to both of you. So... Oh, it's getting late. But I don't actually have the ability to sleep here. Actually, let's just see if it will... No. Alright, guess we'll rest outside. Alright, let's rest. Sam lost some actual health. Alright, so let's go to the large estate here. Oh wait, no, I should probably talk to Marith about the flowers first. Marith has been most generous. The least we can do is take the flowers to her husband's grave. Which we did do. Right? We don't have them anymore, do we? No. Oh well, they probably haven't fixed that quest yet. Well, let's go to this estate. So, this is where the generally full cellar is? Yes. Too bad we won't have time to see it, since you are in such a hurry to leave town. You can't just leave town on an empty stomach, and as I've heard, noble courtesy dictates to treat your guests well. I knew I wasn't just hearing things. Father said it was the dog barking, but I recognize a rascal when I hear one. You're offending me, my lord. It's good to see you again, cousin. You won't believe what happened since the night at the inn. Did you find the gambler? You knew about the gambler? It's a small town. News travels fast. Also, Dina has been asking if I've seen you two. Although she won't admit it, she's been feeling a little guilty for chasing you out in the middle of the night. Oh, is that so? Just don't go telling her I told you. You know how she is. Noble or not, she'll have my head on a spit if she learns I've opened my mouth. Don't worry, we've never heard anything from you. I can't vouch for him, but I'll keep quiet. Anyway, we did find the man. He lies dead in an old isolated house south of the temple. You killed him? No. But we killed those who did. The two bandits who skewered the gambler ambushed us. I am sure one of the gods must have been looking after us, or we'd be dead in their stead. Is that so? Well, I'm glad to see you two alive and well. So, you were telling me that I've got 3 bodies to bury now? Well, next time we plan on leaving bodies on our way, we'll bring shovels. I'm sure you will. Come, and give me the details over a cup of wine. After that, Iwan, I'm sure you'd be interested to see that book. They spent a good hour going over the details of the recent events, Huan explaining and Sam filling in colorful and mostly unnecessary details. When they were done, Arthur suggested they leave Sam to enjoy the wine, while he and Huan would go into the study to see the book the young maid was so eager to examine. While Arthur leaned on the fireplace sipping wine, Huan dug into the complex passages of the tome. He spent well over an hour going through the difficult language, but finally he put down the book and said, "Do you know what this is?" "All I know is that it's written in the old language, but I have never studied it." All books on magic are written in Arnai, so only those who have been learning magic can understand it, and not hurt themselves in the process. Go on. The title is Accounts from Samaris and Beyond. As far as I'm aware, there's only one such copy in existence, and that one resides at the Andara University. So it's a rare book, said Arthur, taking another sip. Hewin closed the large leather-bound volume. Not just rare. It's forbidden. And thus we reach the end of the demo. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.